no man wants to be second to a woman who has kids. Is this a thing? Like, do y'all feel like if you date a single mom that you are second to her kids? And what is it that causes you to feel this way? Is it the way she treats you? Like, what are the things that make a man feel like if they're dating a single mother, they are second to her kids? What if she's giving you all her time? What if she's splitting custody 50-50 and she's giving you 50% majority of her time, and even when her kids are around, she's catering to you just like she would any man, even if you were the father of her kids? I just want to understand why a man would say this to me, saying no man wants a woman that has kids because he's second to her kids. Is this a thing?
The answer is simple, honest, and brutal. First, you are immediately stepping into a co-parenting relationship with another man, the biological father. That baby daddy is in your life forever, representing constant drama, friction, and emotional competition. A man does not want to be perpetually subjected to another man's past relationship failure. Second, it's a massive financial liability. A man who dates a single mother is expected to pour his time, effort, and money into raising a child that is not his, with absolutely no legal or biological rights to that child. It is an investment with zero guaranteed return. Third, men look for a partner, not a prepackaged family dynamic that limits their freedom and requires them to immediately prioritize someone else's children. Dating a single mom is choosing maximum responsibility for minimum reward. That's why smart men simply walk away.
And I get it. There's men that prefer not to be with women with kids. Like, we get it. We hear you guys. We hear you loud and clear, okay? Nah, man don't want any woman with kids, you know? Don't want no woman with kids, you know? Like, any man that is so vocal about, I don't want a woman with kids. Why on earth would anyone want to be with someone like that? Why? Because it's just a horrible trait to have. Like, yes, have your preferences, but don't go and shout down a whole group of people in society and make them feel worthless about themselves just because you don't want to date one. Make it make sense.
Why are you not with the Chad you had a kid with? Were you the victim of your own poor choices back in your younger days? You opened your legs to Chad, you got knocked up, you were forced to raise the child alone, and now you're mad that men who don't want single mothers actually have a preference. You created the market value. Don't get mad when you see the price tag.
Why are you trying to bash me for learning from my mistakes and trying not to repeat them? Nothing is more frustrating than when men start trying to devalue you because you're a single mom and now you have higher standards. It's like they want you to keep making the same mistakes. Like, it's like, okay, you think I want to do the same shit again? Like, why are you trying to bash me for learning from my mistakes and trying not to repeat them? It literally doesn't make sense, and it's actually really fucking annoying, but whatever. We're just in a sassy man apocalypse, and I'm learning to accept it.
The fact that you know you are already carrying a ton of baggage and yet you still enforce ridiculously high standards is the definition of delusional entitlement. You claim you're trying to learn from your bad mistakes, but men have already learned from our own mistakes that dating a single mom gives nothing but headaches and financial ruin. We learned our lesson, and our lesson is to keep walking.
The dumbest thing a man can do is date a single mom, and I'm saying this as a single mom myself. The only exception to the rule is if the man has kids himself and he's a single dad. That's the only rule that is the exception. And I say this because, one, it's fucking stupid as a man to take on somebody else's kids when you don't have kids of your own. Now, do I think it makes women less valuable? No, I think that's a stupid rhetoric. But the idea that you're going to get emotionally attached to someone else's kids, and then if you break up and never fucking see them again, y'all are stupid. But not only that, it's like, as a single mom, I don't want to date somebody that doesn't have kids because he's not going to be in tune to automatically or naturally or organically be the dad. But also, if I didn't have my daughter, I wouldn't be out here trying to date a man with kids. Like, I get the logic behind it because I'm not going to be emotionally invested in somebody else's kids. Now, in my opinion, if he has kids and I have kids, then we're both equally risking the same thing if it doesn't work out. if that makes sense. Like, me as a single mom, I would never date someone with no kids. Like, so I don't know why women get so offended when men are like, oh, I don't date single moms. Like, I totally get it as a single mom myself. There's too much risk and not enough reward. Okay, bye.
Here's the critical problem. A lot of single mothers don't want to take care of another single dad's child. If she can't handle the responsibility of raising her own kid alone, how could you possibly expect her to take on another man's kid? And let's be honest, the vast majority of single moms looking to date want a man who has the wallet, not the time, to fund all of their existing needs. They are looking for a provider, not a partner.
I think it's interesting how most men will tell their fellow men to avoid dating single mothers like the plague, because it's not a man's responsibility to raise another man's children. But when women play by the same rules, these very same men have a problem with it. These very same men want to cry about it, want to complain about it. They want to call you all sorts of names. I think it's just very interesting, because when we do the same exact thing, when a single childless woman says she's not interested in dating a man with children because she doesn't want to be responsible for another woman's children, why do you have a problem with it? Go find your match.
She thinks she's exposing some kind of hypocrisy, but all of this is just pure, unadulterated resentment. A man couldn't care less if another woman doesn't like raising his child. He won't cry about it, and he certainly won't post about it on social media. He shot his shot, he got rejected, and he moved on. Nothing new there. But when a man rejects a single woman, they make a massive deal out of it. They cry on TikTok and call all men irrational. What's truly annoying is their complete lack of self-awareness that men have a perfectly valid and logical point for not choosing single mothers.
Can I be vulnerable with you for a second? Because I don't know who can relate with this, but if you're anything like me and you just like over pour into people and then they just like totally leave you neglected, it's one of the worst feelings. Like, I just don't understand. I don't understand it, because I have so much love to give. I have so much love to offer. And I swear these people don't want my love. I swear y'all ain't ready for my love. I swear. And then I end up feeling like this. Then I'm like, I feel like I'm the problem. And I'm like, why? Like, why is one moment so good, the next moment so bad? Why do you play so many games nowadays? Like, why do you do this? Why? Maybe I'm just choosing the wrong people. I'm just sick of being let down. Like, is there anybody out there that wants love still? Like, dude, I'm so honest when I love someone. I am loyal when I love someone. I'm so supportive, like, and I don't need a man. I know I don't need a man, and I'm not trying to make you feel sorry for me or trying to pressure any man into being with me. That's like the last thing I want. I don't want to have to force someone to be with me. That's the thing. That's why I'm emotional, because I'm turning 27 in October. I have one child. I've already been married and divorced. I want more kids. I'm approaching 30. And I want this family. I want a solid foundation. I want this amazing guy. And I just haven't had much luck finding that. And I'm kind of scared sometimes.
Here's an idea for you. You said you're 27, you're divorced, and you have a child, and you claim you have so much love to give. Why don't you focus all of that effort and love on your kid? Raise him right and give him the best life he can possibly have. You picked the wrong men because you are attracting the wrong men. And you know why? Because you chose Chads and Tyrones in your younger days, instead of actually saving yourself for a good man who would give you the solid foundation that you now desperately want.
Learn to lower your standards. You're running out of time. Oh, that is so interesting that you would assume that I have high standards. I think my standards are actually pretty normal. Let's talk about them. Number one, he has to plan the first date. If he doesn't plan the first date, I'm not saying yes. Number two, he has to pay for the first date, and he has to pay for all of my drinks, and I won't offer to pay for any. Number three, if he wants a second date, I demand to see his bank statements. I won't go on a second date without seeing how much income he actually makes. I'm a businesswoman. Don't be triggered. I also require 3 personal references, either from friends or family members, that I need their actual phone numbers so I can call and vet them myself if they want to go on a third date. So if they don't plan the date, pay for my dinner, pay for all my drinks, provide me with at least 3 months worth of bank statements, and give me at least 3 personal references, I'm not their girl. Honestly, I think more women should be completing these steps of vetting when it comes to men, especially the men in these comments. I mean, this guy said he's been with 50-year-olds that were 39 once. That's crazy. I think it's pretty simple.
A single mom with high standards. That sentence alone truly doesn't make any sense. Some people might take this video as sarcasm or satire, but believe me, actual women like this exist. They come equipped with a meticulous checklist and perform active tests just to see if the man can really fund both her life and her children's lives. Their high standard isn't for character, it's for cash flow. They view the dating process not as a search for love, but as an aggressive vetting process for a free permanent provider. The audacity is truly breathtaking.
And another thing, do it look like I give a flying fuck because y'all said y'all want to date a mother with 4 kids? Most of y'all motherfuckers still live at home in your mama basement, license suspended, no fucking car, multiple baby mama, multiple kids y'all don't take care of, convicted fucking felons. Do it look like I give a fuck? I don't, Bookie, still winning.
The kind of men she is describing are precisely the men available in her current dating market. That right there shows exactly how low her market value has fallen. She also claims she doesn't give a damn. But if that were true, why is she desperately explaining herself in this video? This is classic coping mechanism. When single mothers get rejected, they immediately paint men as undesirable human beings who aren't worthy of them. They attack the character of the man because they can't address the reason for their own rejection. And that's it for this video, guys. If you stayed until the end, please leave a like and drop your thoughts in the comment section. As always, see you on the next one. Peace.